Okay, good day to you, Dr. Glenn. My name is James, and I'll be speaking about the methodologies and some of the key results that we found in our research. Okay, so our study is pinpoint specific to a degree that we only studied a fairly large group of Singaporeans. And however, right, before investigating in the preferences of self-directed learning, we had to formulate some plan on which target audience is that best describes today's Singapore. And who else but none other than the majority of Singaporeans, which are the millennials. Okay, so in this study we surveyed about 50 participants from our own university, NTU, and the survey questions were very straightforward, and they were all free from bias and prejudice. And in this survey, we incorporated the Likert scales as they use psychometric testing to measure your beliefs, attitudes, and opinions. Hence, this is the best suited for our survey in measuring the average preference of individuals in the individual's language learning strategy in Singapore. So, what are the results, right? Okay, so based on our key survey findings, our results showed a very small, small marginal preference of using technology enhanced learning strategies over the traditional learning strategies. So even though there aren't huge significant difference in the findings, right, it still does support the preliminary hypothesis that we have, which is that technology enhanced learning strategies are more effective than traditional learning strategies. So what does this imply, right? Because of these preferred strategies, right, it implies a strong affinity to technology for self-learning. And as a millennial myself, we're typically the more independent bunch, and we make use of our existing resources all around us, especially in technology in our everyday life. And of course, similarly to the language apps in the app stores that you find online in the Android store or the iOS store. A great app usually tends to have a great user interface, a UI, and usually those apps that has a great UI, right, you tend to stay and use it longer. It entices you to keep learning, especially like those applications like the Duolingo, which I use, and it's super user friendly, and you just hooked on it every day. Each day you get some new rewards for acquiring different level of language um, levels that you get when you go through the so-called interactive gaming. So then we compare this back to the language pocketbooks, which just immediately once you open the book, it just back slams you. There is no pictures, there is no other design that entice you to keep on reading. It's a very old, boring, traditional way of learning the language, and hence this is less effective in acquiring attention to learn. And going back to the study, platforms of today, such as Netflix, they have a huge and wide variety of subtitle languages, and of course international shows, and it's a great start to start learning the new language. Gordon will then start to speak more about the findings that we further obtained from the research.